Well, every tree has a time of year where it is the most attractive, whether it be from the foliage or the spring flowers, or in this case, the winter appearance of the sycamore tree. A very common tree along floodplains and rivers and even in old fields sometimes. It's a pioneer species. And I'm on the banks of the Great Miami River in Montgomery County, Ohio. And we got another clear December day. We've been lucky this month. We've had more than normal, with a little bit of snow cover and some blue skies and blue water. And the sycamore trees lining the banks here of the Great Miami River are putting on their most scenic appearance in the wintertime, with the blue sky backlighting the white bark. And I did a segment this summer while the leaves were out on how to identify the leaves, which are unique, and the bark, which is fairly unique. It comes off in little plates, almost like the size of a corn chip. The texture could remind you of a black cherry, but the color would not. But just to review, here's our bark in little chunks about the size of a dime, maybe a quarter at the most. And as the tree gets larger, as the tree attains more height, that bark peels off and we're left with a mottled bark. And as we get to the top of this tree, it's pure white. The only other trees that are pure white are the birches, the gray birch and the paper birch. And even those do not have the mottled bark at the bottom, or the mottled bark halfway down, or the flaky bark at the bottom. So this is a very unique tree. You won't mistake it for anything that grows in nature. There is an ornamental plant called the London plane tree, which is very closely related. So if you have one in your yard, it may be a London plane tree and not a sycamore. But here's a smaller sycamore here with the mottled bark at the trunk. And as the trunks get larger, the bark goes from mottled to this flaky appearance. It's not really furrows. But what a great place just to spend some time in the winter. The blue sky days are often chilly, but not always bitterly cold. And these sycamores line the banks of a lot of rivers in this country, especially in the Ohio Valley. They're very, very common. You'd be hard-pressed to find a river or even small stream that did not have sycamores lining it. So it's a very nice time of year to be out in the woods if you're looking for nice contrast against the blue sky. A sycamore grove is a place to go, and most of the major streams around here have them growing in great quantities. And some of them get very, very large.